Lord. Praise the Lord. This is spiritual exercise. I looked, cannot find. I don't know what to say. Man, it is a powerful thing when we are put inside of that vice. I mean, man, look at here. Life can be Ooh, it can be something sometimes. Life can be something sometimes. Y'all know it can be. You know that when we first start off, you know how we are when we little bitty toddlers, we running around just as cheerful. Life don't mean nothing. We just tossing toys up in the air, running around, giggling. Everything is funny. All we trying to do is grab hold to that bottle, look for mama or daddy's leg, trying to grab hold to a piece of candy. As we get a little bit older, we looking for a chicken bone or something to put in our hand, looking for our favorite toy, trying to get in front of the TV to watch them old cartoons, trying to figure out a way to get out of school. You know, the older we get, the more ways we figure out how to get out of the little chores that mom and daddy try to put before us, trying to figure out ways to do the things that we want to do and try to get out to doing the things that mom and daddy trying to tell us to do. But all in all, we know we end up doing what they telling us to do, but we still get to do some of the things we like to do. We learn how to ride a bicycle, learn how to play with our skateboards, and learn how to make little mud pies and all that kind of stuff. You know what we do when we grow up. Get a few scrapes and stuff, but still we don't worry about much of nothing. Every now and then, we get a little drama going on. Sometimes we get a flat tire on a bicycle, or our favorite toy break, or sometimes we get a little scrape that hurts there. Sometimes we get a little illness that kind of gives the family a little scare. We end up at the doctor's office. Sometimes we even end up in the hospital. But all in all, we still move on. But then as we get up in age, walk across that stage, some of us don't make it across the stage, but still life goes on. There's one thing about life, it never slows down. Regardless of the decisions that we make, life goes on and we have to live in those decisions. And after we keep on going, life just keep on moving, and we keep on making these decisions and we live in it, and pretty soon we caught up in a whirlwind of all kind of things, and seem like we get into a position where it seems like we in the middle of a vice, and that vice seems like it's going twisting and turning and twisting and turning and twisting and turning till it goes to squeezing and look like we turning around and looking and grabbing and looking up and wondering what is happening. Seem like everything is closing in on all sides. And we take the advice of people. We ain't got no problem taking that advice when things go to closing in on us, because we trying to get loose. We trying to break free. And sometimes we done with our wits ends. We done did everything we can do, and we done try. All we want is some freedom, some relief, some kind of way. Look like everything is collapsing all at one time. This situation has taken its toll on us, and we don't know what to do. We fighting and we turning, we pushing and we prodding, and we doing whatever we can do. We just want some relief. You know how it is. Everything just coming in on us. We doing all that we can, and oh man, we doing that. we can. We talk to everybody about it. We don't care who we talk to. We just want some relief. We could talk to Bill the wino, just give us some relief. And they tell us to go to the word, and we go through the word, and we looking at the word, falling on our knees, and we just doing what we doing. We turning around in the middle of the floor, but it's tightening and tightening and tightening and tightening and tightening. And Lord knows we done cried all we can cry. We done all we can do. We don't know nothing else we can do. We looking for what birds, what is it? And all of a sudden, we just don't know. And pretty soon somebody tells us a key. See, many times all we need is the right key to unlock the right lock. Because there is a verse when we get in that type of situation. And it just simply says that sometimes the Spirit will utter when we can't speak. So when we don't know what to say, the Spirit will say it for us. Sometimes we just got to make a noise. Mm, mm. We just groan because we don't have the words for it. The Spirit will utter for us. See, sometimes it's just too much, and we just don't know what to say or how to say it. We got to let the Spirit speak for us. See, because the Spirit knows the deep things within us. See, it's so tight upon us. It's just driving. It's just so much, and it's just so deep within us that all we want to do is just get it out. Mm. You ever been around and you looked and you saw old grandma? You saw old grandpa and he was just rocking in that old rocking chair. You saw grandma while she was just sewing that old needle and thread, and she might have been sewing a quilt or might have been sewing something, and she was just humming. Mm, and maybe while she was sewing or something, and she was thinking, maybe you saw a tear roll down her face, and you couldn't understand what is going on, and she, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, and she just kept on and just kept on, and mm, mm. Sometimes you just got to let the Spirit speak for you. Mm, mm. Sometimes you just got to just be quiet and let the Spirit talk. Mm-hmm. All the time you can't speak, but it's okay to let the Spirit speak. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Today, remember, God always have a way to hear your most deepest feelings. All you got to do is let it out. Mm-hmm. 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 This is our spiritual exercise.